Hello and welcome to the Drep and Stone podcast, a podcast where two friends raise a glass and have a conversation. I'm Nick.
And I'm Kyle.
Kyle, would you like to drink something with me?
You know I would.
Good, because I've got a bottle here. Kyle, this is the Smooth Ambler Contradiction.
Yeah. That contradiction.
Yeah, so this is a whiskey that I'm holding in my hand. I'm just reading from the bottle. It says this whiskey in your hand is a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys. Bourbon we distill in the mountains of West Virginia.
Ooh.
Bourbon we source.
Oh, on them country roads.
Mingled together beautifully.
Ooh.
It's a bold balancing act of flavors that enhance one another. There's a bit of a contradiction in every balance, a resolution to the draw of different forces, or in our case, different bourbons. Simply put, contradiction is a whiskey that's greater than the sum of its parts. Pour a little and see for yourself.
Okay.
I need to show you something on this bottle.
Yep.
Okay, first of all, it says it's distilled in West Virginia, Tennessee, and Indiana.
Okay.
Okay, but they define the word mingle. Why?
It is a verb.
Yeah.
To unite or join.
Why define the word mingle on your bourbon bottle?
That's a good question. Like, of all the words.
Like contradiction seems a bit more of a difficult
yeah,
word.
that would make more sense to define that.
Yeah.
But mangle?
What
you mangling? Like, I ain't never heard that word, mangle. No.
I don't know if that says more about the company or more about your bourbon drinker.
Like jangle? Is that like a jangle? It's a mangle
I
jangle?
know, I just saw that and went, that's a bit weird.
Why?
Yeah, why did you define that?
Okay.
This was a gold medal winner from the Ultimate Spirits Challenge, the Ascot Awards, if you will, from 2022.
Interesting.
Yeah. This is a fresh crack, too.
Has no relevance to this bottle, I would assume. Being a blend.
I don't know.
Good point. Never thought of it that way.
I want to point out this is our third episode of the day, Kyle.
I don't know. Nice contribution.
Well, I can define mingle if that helps. You ready for me to open this bottle?
Do it. Oh, tight cork.
Yeah, it was.
Synthetic in every way. Hey now.
Hey now.
What does it classify itself as?
It classifies itself as a bourbon. It's a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys.
Blend of bourbon.
That's what it says.
Bourbon blend.
It says it's made in Maxwellton, West Virginia. It is 46% ABV, 92 proof, non-chill filtered, and some government warnings and a whole bunch of other stuff on there. This was bottled by Jordan. It's batch number 498.
Damn, Mike.
Oh, Jordan.
Oh, different Jordan.
No. It is Mike.
Oh, it is? Yeah. No. Number 23 himself. Put this one together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Mike.
It was Michael B. Jordan.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is still great.
I mean, still, Oscar winner. Yeah. There's a little PeePee note on this.
I didn't want to say it. Yeah, I mean, it's, color in the glass. It's bourbon colored.
Yeah.
Yeah, little,
Like fresh PeePee.
I don't know. I'm going to say little Porta-Potty.
Ooh. July Porta-Potty. The hot pea. It's weird. That's weird.
What is that note, though?
It's weird. It's kind of pea nutty.
Emphasis on the P.
Heavy
okay,
pea.
there you go. You're right. It's a little peanut butter.
Yeah, a little peanut butter, a little roasted peanut, something sour.
It does kind of remind me of a Beamy note.
I mean, just that peanut alone will get you there.
It kind of punches up a little bit with the proof, though. Like at 92, but it feels a little higher.
Heavy corn.
Definitely corn.
Yeah, definitely got that cream corn happening.
For sure. Slight toffee, but man, there's a bit of vinegar. Like what?
Yeah, it's that PeePee.
Huh. I got to tell you, like, I've had this bottle for a while. It's not been opened.
Correct.
So, like, it's a fresh bottle.
Nothing wrong with it. Yeah.
No, it's just like I've had this bottle for a while. It was actually kind of gifted to us by a company.
Yep.
I just never opened it.
That accentuates flavors.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which we really enjoyed.
Yeah, it's weird.
All right, I'm going in.
All right. That's a blend of bourbon.
Yeah. My question is, why?
It's the reason we blend every other bourbon. Or they do. We've never done it.
Because we have some left over and we just got to batch this stuff and like try and sell it?
Yep. Okay. Isn't that the game?
Yeah, that is the game. Yeah.
At this point in time, like, dare I say it before you even open the bottle?
Yeah.
Like, this is exactly what I expected.
100%. Yeah, absolutely.
Just a blended bourbon, who knows what it is?
Yeah.
Is there anything remarkable about it?
Nope.
No. Is there anything like that it is accentuated, that is like interesting? It's just blended bourbon. It's just baseline.
There is a bit of a bitter that I don't hate on the end. And I'm still going to say it punches up. Like it's 92, but it feels like it's higher. But that's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, I mean, it's just more of the same. It's sweet. It's really sweet. It's on the sweeter side.
Yeah, but it's also like watery.
Would work in a cocktail.
Sure. It's not interesting.
But yeah, I mean, it's just...
The PeePee note's gone.
Yeah, it's not on the palate.
Yeah.
No PeePee palate.
Something you want to avoid if you can. You want to avoid that PeePee palate. That was not my nickname in college, by the way. I want you to know.
You want to avoid being able to discern.
PeePee palate?
That's PeePee palate. Like that's... I know that taste.
Yeah.
I've had that before. You don't want to ever be in that situation.
Sure.
I assume
it smells
that's
like
what
urinal
I
cake in
assume
here.
that's what. I assume that's what it
Listen,
tastes like.
hey, you like what you like. Again, Ted Lasso, live.
Yeah, do your thing.
I mean, I still go back to like, I remember our first, or at least my first bottle of
benchmark
Smooth Ambler, and it was that Old Scout, and that was interesting, but it's also pretty early in the journey, so I don't know if I feel that same way now.
Yeah,
and I know that I don't even know if they make Old Scout anymore, but it was like, it was different. There was something about it that was different then.
Yeah,
but this just feels to me like, okay, so hey Jim Beam, and I'm not saying it is Jim Beam, but hey Jim Beam, can we get 2 barrels or something? Yeah, $40 each. Fantastic.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah. Hey.
MGP.
Yeah, y'all got 2 barrels we can borrow, and by borrow we mean we ain't giving them back. $40
like,
each.
What up? And they're like, we don't care.
Yeah, just whatever
bourbon.
you want. Yeah, just give us a bourbon. Yeah, we got that. Okay, cool. Send those our way. And hey, Jack Daniels, y'all got some like barrels that like might have been a bit messed up. Y'all do? Cool. $40 each.
Got that PeePee note? Yeah. Send them over.
Yeah. And so like, okay, so we've got 6 barrels now, and we're blending these 6 barrels, but are they leftovers? Do we not care? Like, it's not terrible. It's not the worst thing I've ever tried, but like,
no, it's bourbon neutral. Like, I mean, it's just that kind of thing. I think that's just the game. Like, I think it is just like, let's put something together, give it a story and a weird mingle, and throw it in a bottle, and let's sell it until we don't have any more of it.
Yeah, but you don't even have a weird story. Like, okay, I think of Chattanooga. Chattanooga, their founders, like, that's kind of basically what it is. It's all Chattanooga stuff. But like, oh, we've got these 2 barrels, and we got these 2 barrels. And
I say shut your mouth. Comparing this to Chattanooga whiskey.
I'm just saying the process.
That's their stuff. Like that has meaning to it.
Sure.
And a history, and if you're a big Chattanooga fan, like
Which
that's
I am.
that's gonna have some impact.
It does.
Whereas this is not that.
No, it's not. I agree.
I
agree. So then why?
I think it is just that thing of smooth. Like, what do we know about Smooth Ambler?
It's spelled SM.
So not a lot. Like, I wonder, where do they fit into this whole game? Like, are they just a label and they're just putting stuff together? Like, it's frustrating.
Smooth Ambler was founded by John Little and his father-in-law in West Virginia in 2009. And then Pernod Ricard bought it in 2016. John Little remained CEO and continues to lead the company following the acquisition. So it's owned by a massive corporation.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do they make any of their own stuff? I guess this had some West Virginia in it.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably their distillate.
I think they do. I think they do.
Any chance that Old Scout is them?
I mean, I don't even know if they make Old Scout anymore. I gotta be honest with you.
Like, that's like
the
weird
thing. They do
thing.
make Old Scout.
Like
but contradiction's their big thing, man. Like, contradiction is them. Like, it is.
It's not.
Contradiction is.
I mean, it's not them. It's
no. I'm
whiskey.
saying like, but that is their. Yes, you've got Old Scout.
It's like saying Whistle Pig is Whistle Pig.
Agreed.
No, it's not. Like, y'all didn't make this shit.
Agreed.
Until you have like a 100%, which I think they maybe do now. But even still, you're straight up Whistle Pig 10 years.
Right.
Sourced whiskey.
But yeah, because I think farm stock's the only thing that's like made on their property. Is that right?
Well, and even farm stock, I think they are to a point now.
Yeah.
That it is 100% their distillate. But for years,
yeah.
I bet still Whistle Pig 10 is not them. I bet that's still a blend.
Yeah, so on their website, it doesn't say like a percentage. Like, is this 33 and 33 and 30? No.
What 1% of this is us.
Right. Well, it says West Virginia, so I'm correct. They're teaspooning some things
into the vat.
Yeah. I just final thoughts.
Yeah, jump right to them.
It's about $40 a bottle. We got this not for $40 a bottle. This was donated to us.
Yep.
If this were given to me again for free, I would probably give this bottle to somebody else.
I mean, it would be a fine mixer.
Sure.
Throw this on top of some apple juice. It's gonna be great.
I mean,
Can't beat it.
Right.
Can't beat it.
I don't see the point. I really don't. Like, it's not, there's nothing bad about it. That PeePee note's gone on the palate.
Yep.
It's fine. There are far better bourbons out there. And I don't know, maybe there are people who just like, nah, Smooth Ambler is my thing, but like there are better things.
Yeah. I'm tired of it.
I'm tired of it. Yeah.
I'm tired of like so many different labels all putting together essentially the same thing. Like, cool. Like, I'm just so much more interested at this point in what are you doing specifically that's doing something interesting?
Take your 3 blended bourbons, put one in an Oloroso cask, put one in a mezcal cask, and keep one as a bourbon cask. Chuck those 3 things together, vat them together, blend it up, use your magic bullet and blend it up, whatever. Give me something interesting. Because now, okay, I can see, it might be complete crap, but I can see you're trying to do something cool. I can at least reward you're trying to do something cool. Here, what are you doing?
The companies that are going out and buying specific barrels, like what we did.
Yeah.
But like, you're finding a specific barrel and saying like, this is interesting. Try this. Like the stuff that like Rare Character does, or like just some of the other ones that are doing individually specific. This thing is different and unique. Try this. Yeah. I feel like I'm just kind of done with like, hey, we bought a bunch of stuff from a bunch of different places and we threw it all together and try this.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not interested in that anymore.
Unless that product is indeed greater than the sum of its parts, and this is not. If you
it's hard
did
to think of like an example that does that.
Something like Union Road by W.D. O'Connell, which I recognize like totally different style of whiskey, like all that's yes, but like you did something and you curated it and like, oh, that product is at the very least different.
Yeah.
If you were to give this to somebody and say, hey, you taste 3 bourbons? No. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get it. I like, I more and more find myself in that space, specifically with bourbon anyway.
Right.
Yeah. This is just
fine.
Boring.
Yeah, it's boring. You know what's not boring, though?
What's that?
The conversation we're about to have.
Oh, shit. You're probably right.
Wow.
Now
that came in strong.
Absolutely bored everybody out of like our PeePee whiskey. What are we going to talk about, Nick?
Well, depending on when this episode comes out, because, who knows?
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago.
Could be 2028. We lost this file and we rediscovered it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we've got an episode.
It's happened.
We're good.
Yeah. We need an episode.
Right.
And what? We got this one in the back pocket.
Yeah. Here we go.
So a couple weeks ago, in terms of when we're recording this, we actually talked about a trip that I took to the Mouse House to Disney.
Yep.
Experienced like the kind of the 12-hour grueling.
What is the current day at a theme park?
Correct. Yeah. And like, I love that time. I just want to say it again. Spending time with my sister and my wife, and like, that was fun. But in that, like, my brain, it's like, like a hamster wheel.
Always turning.
Yeah. It's moving. That hamster is svelte.
Right.
He is working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, I'm looking around, and I'm like, I'm a little judgmental. I just am.
You're noticing things.
I'm noticing things. I'm taking stock.
Yeah. Commentary is happening within your moral compass.
Yeah. Yeah. And I can't in that moment, quite frankly, because you're not there. But in that moment, I can't process it all.
Right.
But I can process it here.
Right.
And here's what I've noticed.
Overflow of data. Let's look through.
Correct. And I wrote a little bit about this. I kind of like thought it. I ruminated.
Okay.
And here
Sat with it.
I did. Here's where I've come to the conclusion.
Okay.
2 conclusions.
Yep.
The first is that the Mouse House and theme parks in general, I think,
Yep.
are indicative of the death of the middle class here in America. They
indicative.
They indicate.
Okay.
They're
showing.
Correct. They are an indicator of that.
Okay.
I'm not saying they're causing it. I'm going to rephrase.
Okay.
When you take stock, you take a step back, you step out of the flow of people, and you look around the theme park, and you can palpably see the death of the middle class.
Yeah.
And I never noticed it before, and I could see it now. I could see it in my theme park onslaught.
I think I would adjust that.
Sure.
That it's not the loss of the middle class. Because I think you still have to be middle class
To go to a theme park.
to be there.
Sure.
But the middle class has now replaced the lower class.
Is
that wrong to say that? It feels icky to say that.
It does say icky. It does feel icky to say that, but I know what you mean.
But just us. I think it's just saying that you have to be middle class just to get in the door. But
Correct.
now it's just they've created this upper
More striations
echelon.
within the middle class, if you will.
Yeah.
The upper echelon of things. Like here's
not
this.
like
It's not
Disney World's not a place for anyone.
No,
anymore.
it's not a place for everybody, right?
Yeah.
And I think looking around, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see. Gosh, as much as I'm also aware that I'm a part of this, I could see privilege, and I could see variations of privilege.
Yeah.
And I could look around and see this okay, this experience is not for everyone, and not everybody has access to this.
Yeah.
And increasingly, ever more so, people don't have access to this.
Right.
That's a part of the capitalistic pursuit.
Yeah. I remember I had a manager one time say to me, if you're a barber and you can charge $200 for a haircut and people will pay it,
Why would you charge 10?
why wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
And that is just the philosophy of modern.
Yeah. Theme park. Well, modern
parks.
everything.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, think about I'm even thinking Netflix.
Why wouldn't you? If they'll pay for it,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you?
In real time, Netflix just did another price hike.
Yeah.
You
Got
know,
the email last night.
Right. Yeah. And so they're banking that you're not going to pay for it.
Right.
You're going to want to keep Netflix. So we're just going to keep doing that until it works against them. And where is that breaking point?
Right.
Amazon Prime is something like $200 a year. I don't know that for sure. I honestly don't know how much Prime is.
But it's like $5,000.
you know what I'm saying? But okay, so you walk in, and this is my experience. You walk into the transportation and ticket center.
Yep.
And you're looking at the board, and to be fair, this is every one of Disney parks, and you can see how much it is for that day because there's dynamic pricing.
Right.
And they're all nearly $200 a day.
Yeah.
$200 a day. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm old fashioned, but that's a financial decision.
Sure. Yeah.
This isn't just I'm gonna
For a family of 4.
Right.
Yeah. That's substantial.
It is substantial, and so I'm thinking and I'm looking around. I'm like, okay, so the majority of the people that I'm standing in line with
To start your day.
correct. You've dropped $800
Yeah.
to be there today.
Yeah.
And how many of you have put that on a credit card and are charging that? You're going to incur interest.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
This is where it starts to come into play of
Right.
you're already middle class if you're even considering it.
Correct. Absolutely.
If that's already something that you can just contemplate, you're already at a different level. It's not a this is for everybody
Sure.
anymore.
And I want to be clear, I recognize that privilege.
Yeah.
I think we both do.
Yeah. That right there is already starting you of oh yeah, no, we're in this K-shaped structure.
Yeah.
We're already moving up that K.
But then that's just to get into the door, like you said.
Right.
And then once you get into the door, then your experience is going to vary dramatically.
Yeah, once you get in the door, now the structure is readjusted, and now getting in was oh no, I've got to be at this level just to get in.
That's one barrier you've crossed.
Now that I'm in, I'm at the bottom of the barrel.
Right.
And how quickly you notice that.
Yeah, and we talked about the episode a couple weeks ago about
A couple of years ago.
who knows that okay, so I've walked in the door, and now what? Am I going to be that person who waits in line? So I've paid my $800.
Yeah.
And now my family of 4, are we going to wait in line for 2 hours to ride this ride?
Right.
And so like I recognize like what a privilege it is to be able to wait those 2 hours.
Yeah.
Right. But now as someone who is in the middle class and who is, has already paid for that experience, now but you don't have to wait in line for 2 hours.
Right.
So you can pay $200 more a person and not wait in line for 2 hours.
Right.
That tiered kind of experience becomes in play here.
Yeah.
And so the experience that I thought I was going to get, this magical theme park experience, is now ripped away nearly as soon as I enter the door.
Yeah. Like but I also suppose it depends on your nostalgia.
Sure.
Of like, if you can remember a time before when it wasn't this way, yeah, that's going to be shocking. That's going to be like a brutal, like, understanding for you. But at the same time of like, if this is we come to Disney once every 3 years and we don't want to worry about lines and stuff like that.
Sure.
Maybe that is more of an incentive to be like, you know what, like let's do the thing and let's make sure that we get all this stuff.
Yeah.
And we do it all. So we are, as long as we can afford it, we're willing to do that.
But I think that's the operative aspect.
For sure.
It's like as long as we can afford it.
Yeah.
Whereas you think about like a middle class family should, and I say should with huge air quotes, be able to consistently afford it if you are a middle class family.
Yeah.
And so in some ways, like this is now unaffordable and we have to save for maybe several years to make it affordable. So then, yeah, we absolutely have to maximize that time, and spending an extra $200 is enabling us to maximize that time.
Yeah.
When 10, 20 years ago, the middle class could afford that regardless. And so that striation then begins to happen where now a squarely middle class family has to make that decision of, where do I spend that money? Do I save up that money?
Right.
To be able to engage in this thing.
Right.
I think you see it too in like food. There are multiple experiences in every theme park regarding food.
I think food is like the one thing that hasn't really changed.
Yeah.
Like I think food specifically has always been a thing of like, hey, we're going to pack our stuff. Like we're going to make sandwiches and take those into the park.
Yeah.
And we're going to save a lot of money on food.
Right.
Because we're not going to pay, $20 for a hamburger. We're going to pack a bologna sandwich and we're going to take that in. Like that, I think that's always kind of been a thing. Like theme park food, ballpark food, like that's always been like highly overpriced. And I don't really think that's changed so much. Mm-hmm. Unless you've got like a specific example.
No,
that's always been like an add-on.
Yeah,
of like you don't have to do that. Like they'll still let you bring in food. And bags of chips.
And most theme parks will, but I think
there used to be hacks. Like I used to remember seeing people who would bring in a bag of tortilla chips.
Yeah,
and there were certain restaurants, Pecos Bill in the Magic Kingdom used to be one where they had a toppings bar.
Oh yeah,
and you could just kind of go up and grab toppings.
That's not there anymore.
It's not there anymore. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Like there used to be one at the Backlot Express at the MGM at the Hollywood
wow,
Studios.
You're dating yourself.
There used to be places like that where you could go in and get tomatoes and pickles and stuff, and you could create like a really rudimentary salad.
Yeah.
They don't have that stuff anymore. Like that's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were always like food was always kind of a thing of like, nope, we're going to pack snacks or we're going to make sandwiches and then we'll splurge for dinner or something like that.
Yeah, well, I think
that's the way we did it.
Sure.
Growing up.
Okay, so if you look at that, there's people who do that. Then there's like people who get quick service in terms of like this kind of like Disney-esque perspective. And then there's people who will eat, sit down restaurants at every restaurant or at every mealtime.
And then there's Club 33.
Correct, which is a whole nother level.
Right.
That further expands that middle class experience, and where like, reasonably your middle class family could probably afford to eat every meal, sit down meal, if you wanted to. But there's that like, we're going to save money. And for, a variety of reasons. But I would say now, like, those restaurants are $50 plus per person. And so you're looking at, if you were to do that for every meal for a family of 4, you're easily looking at another $800 a day just in food.
Absolutely.
And so that, I think that further pushes that aspect and makes the that kind of perspective even thinner, even more thin. And so then but you're going to want snacks. And so now your $800 is going to turn into $900 pretty easy. And so then you have to make a decision. Like, how much do we do?
Right.
Whereas this experience that was, again, kind of for everybody has now become, well, it's for everybody with a huge asterisk.
Right. A lot of caveats.
With a lot of limitations here.
Yeah.
I think you also see this in EVs.
The EV.
The EV. So the motor scooter, if you will.
Yeah.
I witnessed in my sojourn this past little bit.
Yeah.
A bunch of younger people.
Yeah.
Clearly abled younger people.
Yeah.
They can afford a motor scooter.
Yeah.
And so that's how we're getting around the park.
Yeah. If you've never been to Epcot and seen the motorcade of a group of individuals that are just using it to drive around from stand to stand, getting their beverages. Have you been to Epcot? Like it happens
frequently.
Yeah.
And so I think they're actually getting a worse experience. That's a whole nother thing. But you're then paying for that, and then you're actually making everyone else's experience around you predominantly worse.
Yeah.
Because now you're beeping at people, and now you're trying to bob and weave through traffic, and man.
Yeah.
But it's because you can pay for that.
Yeah.
I think it's just that is indicative, as we said, that is indicative of how our kind of capitalistic pursuits have manifested.
It does feel genuinely gross to have to the tierification of every aspect of the experience.
Literally every, yeah.
Where it used to be just kind of a one purchase, you're in, and then it's
everything. It's equal playing field.
Yeah, it's communism. You get in and everybody gets an equal opportunity at the experience.
Right.
Space Mountain's going to be a 2-hour wait, but if you want to do Space Mountain today, that's just the price of the experience. And that's the same for everybody, regardless of stature. But now to add in the thing of oh, well, if you've got an extra $50 and you don't want to wait in this line, we can take care of that for you.
Yeah.
It is just kind of a icky kind of a thing where you just kind of feel like if we can get in, it should just be an even playing field. So the fact that you find every opportunity to have that not be the case is just kind of because it becomes relevant immediately, and you start to feel it immediately.
Okay, so another example, I watched a fireworks show. Mm-hmm. Okay,
yeah,
and if you want to get a good seat or a good standing place for this fireworks show, which occurs at 9:30,
right,
you're gonna have to be there 7.
Yeah,
okay, but if you pay $100, $120, you can get this dinner package thing. You get desserts and some drinks and champagne, stuff like that, and then we usher you into a exclusive spot that's prime spot to watch this fireworks show.
Yeah.
It's a fireworks show. Everybody has access to this fireworks show if you've paid your money.
Yeah.
But me, Carol, and my sister, we stood towards the back behind a tree. It was a fine spot, but then you're looking at those people up there and you're
yeah, they got toasting each other.
Oh yeah. Y'all got a great spot up there.
Yeah.
Why can't I have that great spot?
Yeah.
And I oh man, as I say this, I recognize well, you could have paid for that spot if you wanted it.
If that was worth it to you, you could have paid for it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But it's not. So I didn't.
So I didn't.
Yeah.
I think what we're getting at here is so the death of the middle class is evident in that people can't afford that anymore. So it's only those upper class or maybe upper middle class people that can afford those experiences. So then you're pricing out I'm going to say your base. That is that kind of middle class experience. And so those people are going to be well, dang. Magic ruined.
Dang.
I
mean, I think Disney specifically is going to be very in tune
Sure.
to that kind of stuff and to see how far they can push it.
Oh yeah.
Like if it got to a point where it's like, like people can't afford that thing anymore, then they probably would kind of like, ooh, all right, maybe we should back up on that. Like,
Yeah.
Like they just announced the other day of like they're going to do half day tickets
Yeah.
this summer. Do you see that?
No, I didn't see
Like
that.
after 2:00 be a different price. And I think they used to do that at Epcot way
Right.
back in the day. They used to do like a half day thing where you could just go in.
Couple hours.
Yeah, and do like a half day at Epcot.
Yeah.
Like I remember that back in like eons ago. But like Disney's gonna be always like hyper sensitive of that kind of stuff. And like at the point that it doesn't make sense anymore, then they'll be quick to
But
I think we can do better.
I want to throw something at you though. Yes, I agree. And that works in a sensibility of people that don't have that. I'm just going to put it on a credit card and I'm just going to keep charging that credit card and rack up a bunch of debt. Whereas now the general accepted perspective of the, I'm going to say average American is like, I don't care. Like I'm in so much debt anyway. I'm just going to keep racking up that debt. So I'm going to keep paying for the thing, even though that word you said, affordability, that thing is very clearly not affordable to me. But I need to maintain, or I want that experience. I'm going to pay. I'm going to allow myself to indulge in that experience because I can say like, I mean, the thing that we all do. Oh, I only, it's a once in a lifetime. I only get to live one time. So like, money be damned and personal finances be damned. I'm going to pay for the thing.
Right.
And of course, Disney's going to be like, hell yeah. Any theme park, any company is going to be like, sure. If you're willing to pay for it, we're willing to give you that experience with no thought of, but that word affordability, where does that affordable end and where are you just racking up more debt? And so like that, then that also creates more of a shrinking middle class too, because it's not affordable.
Right.
It's not on Disney necessarily to decide. It's on the consumer.
For sure.
In the capitalistic pursuit, it's
Yes.
on the consumer.
Yeah.
But in my experience, man, the consumer is not intelligent enough to do that.
I mean, completely agree. And like it is that take of it again, it feels awkward and it
Yes.
feels
Icky.
unnecessary to like make it everything is broken down into this level of accessibility. And it's only, but I mean, at the same time, like that's kind of everything. And it's always been that way. It's just that wasn't always the way the theme park was structured. And just the fact that now it is.
And you can, and it's palpable.
Is uncomfortable.
Right. Well, and I could very easily, like, I don't want to, beat a dead horse here, but I could very easily see them going like, well, you want to ride in the front of Pirates of the Caribbean? That's like $20.
We can do that, but yeah.
But if you want to ride in the back, that's also an extra $20. And which, like you just said, like airlines have been doing this for years,
right?
Like, that's no different,
right?
But I think it's because of that.
Oh yeah, you want to do Space Mountain first class? We got that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And so, but I think it's that like, or the equality that kind of like is the theme park. Now that you've chipped away at that, what is the last bastion of that?
Right. Like at what point does like the company itself say that's too far?
Right.
We can't take it that far, and I don't think there is a limit to that.
Yeah,
as long as it's profitable.
As long as hell, man. Like we went to a movie a couple weeks ago, and I almost, when I bought those tickets, I was almost like, so those tickets that are like dead center right in front of the screen, are those gonna be like $5? And then the ones like the good seats that we're gonna sit at, are those gonna be $15?
Was it?
No, it wasn't that way.
I was
but
gonna say, like, I didn't know they were doing that yet.
No,
but like some theaters do.
See,
that's already a thing. Yeah, some theaters do that. I was like, oh my god.
No, it wasn't.
Do they do that?
No,
now?
they didn't. But like, whoa.
Right. Yeah.
You're like you want a decent experience, like you.
But in that instance, like, all right, so like I paid for the $5 tickets, but this is an empty theater.
Sure.
Like,
yeah, that's what's working against them there.
Like, yeah, like you've screwed yourself.
Right.
Like I paid $5, but I'm gonna move as soon as this thing starts. I'm gonna go get a better seat.
And you're not
gonna do anything.
You're gonna kick me out?
Yeah, like
I mean, hell, man,
make me go over there.
We
So
could
you're
have
gonna sit here and watch
We could have
me?
walked in that theater for free. Like,
Yeah.
those
Well,
teenagers running that thing.
That's true. There was nobody even
They
checking
wouldn't have
tickets.
cared. No.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. Like, so in
That's
that
the
case,
death of cinema, which is a whole.
oh, that's a whole
fucking
other thing. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, it was so evident.
It is so evident, and it's it's like we're quickly escalating into that French Revolution era of like high society and everybody else, and it's just at what point in time does everybody else get tired of it?
Right. Especially like, you watch anything on modern economy and economics. It's like that the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. And so like you're ever expanding that middle section. And so like it's unsustainable.
Yeah.
And at what point does that break? And at what point does that give? And unfortunately, I don't want to be a doomsday kind of person, but it usually takes some sort of cataclysmic thing to disrupt that.
Yeah. On that note.
On that happy note, I don't have an answer. But it's
me neither.
It's observation.
Yeah, it's there. It's evident, and like even like you notice it immediately. Yeah, like and it's just noticeable. Yeah, I suppose. And that's all it is.
That's all it is.
And it's one of those things of just like anything else, just like carrying around a Louis Vuitton bag.
Oh boy,
or not even carrying it around. Like I have it and I own it and I've got it.
Yep.
And that's enough.
It's in that box in my closet.
I know that I've got one. I don't even take it out and show anybody, but I've got one.
Yeah.
And that's enough for me. It's just that mentality that is, I mean, would you almost say that like as a business, it's dumb to not recognize it?
Sure.
If you just take morality out of it.
Yeah.
Financially, it makes sense. Like, yeah, no, like we've got to
That's
play. That's our play.
That's it. That's all we got.
It's just. I think it's different specifically with Disney because it's very clearly from the founder what the intentions were, and this is not it.
That, and I think it's so Disney has become so. Maybe here's what it is: Disney has positioned itself as such an nostalgic American identity.
Yeah. For everybody.
And it is for everybody.
Yeah.
And so then when you walk into a place that like, wait a second.
It's for everybody, but there are versions that are not.
Correct.
Yeah. There's
that becomes like, I guess it's
there's
not.
A base version. There's a very base version of this that is for everybody. But there's also a version of this that is definitely not for everybody.
Right. And I think that's probably, maybe that's where it comes from. Maybe that's where it stems of like, it's not then. It's not for everybody.
Right.
We'd love to know, what do you think about the Smooth Ambler Contradiction?
Yeah. And what's your favorite blended whiskey that absolutely excites you?
If you're going to have a favorite blended whiskey, it's probably going to be a Scotch or maybe an Irish. It's probably not a bourbon.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a blended bourbon.
It's probably not a blended bourbon.
Yeah.
We'd also love to know, what do you think about this idea of certain kind of like, I guess, cultural bastions exhibiting the death of the middle class or just like
the tierification of everything.
Yeah.
Like I can pay for it, therefore I will get a better experience.
Yeah. Freaking ad supported Hulu and Amazon Music and
just all of it. Just all of it. Why can't I just have a base experience that everybody can just enjoy?
Yeah.
It's for everybody.
Anyway, you can get in touch with us through email. It's drepandstone@gmail.com. You can also get in touch with us through social media.
It's always one word, Drep and Stone, DREP and Stone. Come find us, like a thing, wait in line with us, and we'll eventually all get there together.
Listen, if you're on social media, there's a lot of stuff that you could go through and pass the time while you are waiting in line with us.
Yeah.
We'd also love if you support the podcast. You can do so through our Patreon page. That's Patreon. Now I feel kind of icky talking about like supporting us.
Tierification, baby.
But you can do that. Just helps keep the lights on. And like, we're not making tons of money on this, but it just keeps the lights on the recording machine.
We're not giving you anything extra because of it. You're just supporting us.
Definitely not. I think there are tiers on Patreon, but like, it's all the same.
So funny.
You can also support the podcast by rating Drep and Stone wherever it is you get great podcasts like this one. And finally, Kyle.
Yes, sir.
You can support the podcast by telling someone about Drep and Stone.
Very easy.
Super easy. It's probably the best in the easiest way.
Yeah, and anybody can do it.
Exactly.
It's open to everyone.
Indeed.
No tierification there.
Free.
Yeah, that's right.
On that note, hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
May your glass overflow.
And your ass never show. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.